Okay, we're just going to hook in we have a boost converter here. This is a Drock boost converter. I'll find the number for it. Maybe you can see it. But it's got an output and an input. On the input, we're just going to put our female DC power plug. And it's got a positive and negative lead on it. So we're just going to... There's these little clamps up here. They have screw heads, and you can just loosen the screws and hopefully clamp our wire right in there. The negative is on this side. Want that all the way in, and then we're going to tighten it down. And the positive all the way in. And we tighten it down. So we've got an input. It'll be one of our battery sources. Low voltage side. It's going to boost it up and have a high voltage output. Okay, now we're going to wire in the other side, our output side. It says out plus and out minus. I've got a USB female plug. This is the traditional plug you're used to that goes into your phone and your computer and all kinds of things. And this was parted out of a USB charging solar panel rig, but they can also be gotten just by themselves. And I tinned this with just a little bit of basically tin because it's at lead-free solder, which is about 99% tin. And the same thing, loosen the clamp a little bit. Takes a small Phillips or flathead screwdriver. It has a flathead slot, but you can also use a small Phillips. I don't have a Phillips small enough for that for some reason. And red is going into my positive side, so I'll get that pretty much all the way in there. I don't want any sticking out where it might short out. It's a little long. I'm just going to trim it off a touch. I've still got the tin, just helps it stick together, gives it a little more substance to it. This is very flimsy, thin wire. And then we tighten that in there. So the positive should be pretty well clamped in. That's good. You don't want to put a lot of strain on these things. Since that one was a little long, I'm guessing this one's going to be a little bit long too. Let's take a little off the end. And that will go in the negative side, if I can get it in there. Wrestling match. Almost. I will edit that video for sure. Okay, I can help it out a little bit here. Sure that's all the way in there. Okay. Tighten this down. Now we've got our power in and our USB out, and we'll try and adjust this thing to 5 volts. Let's start with the 3-volt battery pack. Okay, we're back to our boost hookup. We've got 3 AA's, and we can check what our voltage is. And I think this is our positive, and this is our negative in that pack. So we have about 3.94 volts. Not sure if you can see that, but this is a pretty safe hookup. I could probably leave it there if it would stay. Probably won't. So then I'm going to check all this stuff. Let's get these out of the way. Let's see what the heck's going on here. Got my battery pack, got my fuse. No fuse in there, so I'll put a current meter in there. should see 0 to start with because I'm not hooked up to anything. Now this is probably going to take some slight bit of juice here, and I'm coming in, so that looks good. See what happens. And then still no juice, I'm turned off. Very slight amount of juice. Whoa, it's bumping up to 24.8 and 3.8. What is that? I'm not sure what I'm reading there. Well, I'm guessing that's my output voltage. I'm going to have to go read how to adjust that voltage, but I bet it's this screw right up here. Gotta find my input voltage. Okay, my output voltage went up quite a bit. It's a booster, alright. Crazy. Okay, so now I'm between 4.9 and 5 volts output, about 3.9 in. See if I can keep it at 5. And then I'm going to switch meters to get a little more resolution. I just want to check that voltage before I go too much farther. Okay, 4.91 over here, so I'm going to lower that a little bit more, or raise it actually. Find a screwdriver. Well, everything I've seen likes. Okay, 4.99 over here is my output. Now let's see if it can actually do anything. Let's see what kind of efficiency we have. Okay, plug that guy in. Charge our phone.